Hello friends, this is Mr. Koga. It's a little bit bright. This is Mr. Koga and I am actually at Rio del Sol for the last time this entire school year. We had 1 hour to come pick up stuff and decided this would be a great spot to do our intro. Alright, so for today's video we're going to do 4 things. First thing we're going to do is which one doesn't belong? Which one doesn't belong? You gotta look at the numbers and then decide which one doesn't belong. All right, number 2 is Hummingbird Watch 2020. It's gonna be the last Hummingbird Watch of 2020, just saying, and you might know why if you think about it. All right, number 3 is a visual pattern. So it's gonna be a visual pattern where you can check out what's going on. The shape will progress and we'll have some drawings that will start to kind of evolve, and you'll kind of see what is the pattern that's emerging. And the last thing we're gonna do is a read aloud of a book called My Dog Thinks I'm a Genius. All right, I'm just gonna give you one more panoramic shot of Rio del Sol because this is the last time that you're gonna see me in person at this school site. All right, here we go. Library, there's Miss Douglas's room, there's cafeteria, middle school building. The middle school building, they're still building. There's 3rd grade. Here's our maker space. That's right outside our classroom. There's the 1st grade wing down there, and Kindyland all the way over those gates. It's Kindyland, and our workroom is right there. All right, friends. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed our last view of school because it's the last time that Mr. Koga is going to be here for the entire school year. No one else is allowed on campus after this. All right? Well, here we go into the video. Boop. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Whenever you're watching this, this is Mr. Koga with another edition of Which One Doesn't Belong? Alright, so for today, our first slide, we have the letter T, K, C, and A. So now, take a second and figure out which one doesn't belong. Again, there are no right answers, there are no wrong answers. As long as you can justify it, then it is a correct answer. So think of all the different possibilities why which one of these letters doesn't belong. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Alright, so for our next slide, we have the number 45, 60, 80, and 75. Alright, and once again, if you can find a sibling or a family member to come sit down with you and watch this video, that would be great, because you can challenge them and ask them, which one do you think doesn't belong? Alright, I'll give you a few seconds to think and talk it out. Alright, okay, let's move on to the next slide. And for the last slide, we have some animal tracks. We have a bear print, deer, a rabbit, and a dog. So this one's a little bit different than the previous ones we've ever had, but see if you can find at least one reason why one of these pictures does not belong. Alright, well, thank you for playing another edition of Which One Doesn't Belong. See you next time. Hello, this is Mr. Koga, and I'm here with the final Hummingbird Watch 2020 update. It is the final update because I just recently checked the nest and our baby hummingbirds have flown away. On to their new lives, on to live and do amazing things. So, before we look at the nest right now, let's recount the journey that we've gone on with these amazing hummingbirds. First, they were eggs. we discovered them in the nest. Then we found out that the eggs had hatched and the bird started growing, changing, developing, growing feathers. Their beak got longer, a lot of different changes. And then finally, I think about a few days ago, I took a video. Luckily I took a video then, and the birds were big, almost filling up the entire nest. I don't know how that nest even contained those birds, but the birds were mature enough to fly out on their own. We're happy for them, and let's take a quick look one last time at the hummingbird nest 2020. So there it is. It is now vacant. The mother and the father hummingbird did a great job protecting these little ones, and gosh, what a majestic journey it's been to witness these amazing animals, because that is something, the hummingbird nest, that is something that most people never get to see in their lives. So consider yourself lucky if you've been tuning into Hummingbird Watch 2020, because you got to see a part of nature that most people will never see. Crikey mate, how exciting. Hummingbird Watch 2020 is over for this year, but maybe next spring we'll come back with another Hummingbird Watch 2021. Mr. Koga's out. Alright friends, welcome to another edition of Visual Patterns with Mr. Koga. We're going to take a look at a visual pattern today, and then we're going to draw the first couple sequences, and then we're going to see if you can continue that pattern until you get to like the 5th, 10th, maybe even 20th step today. Okay, alright, so here we go. Our visual pattern for today is going to start off very simply with a lonely circle. Okay, and that will be step 1. Then on top of that circle, this is where we're going to start adding. We're going to add 4 dots around it. Okay, all right, so now kind of think what happened from here to here. So from step 1 to step 2, put your math helmet on and think mathematically what happened between here to here, okay? All right, now let's take a look at step 3. So we're gonna draw, so the easiest way to do this is you draw the same shape from the previous step, and then you add on to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 4 more dots. So again, think about what happened from here to here mathematically. So what happened mathematically from here to there? Okay, so you have the first 3 steps, and that's all I'm going to give you. What I want you to do now is continue this visual pattern to step 5, to step 10, and instead of going to step 20, I just realized that's going to be enormous. Let's go to step 15. Okay, so what I want you to do is tell me what would these steps look like and how many dots or circles are going to be in there. So draw it out, then count it up. So draw it out, then count it up, okay? And then send your work to your teacher, post it to your Google site if you have one, and just keep track of your learning. Because this is the main part of this is mathematical thinking. What happens mathematically between each step? And can you name that pattern by saying, adding something, subtracting something, multiplying something, dividing something? So can you tell me what is the pattern that emerges visually from these drawings? All right, well, that's your visual pattern for today. Hope you guys had a great spring break, and it's great to see everyone again. All right, on to the next task. Alright, today's read aloud is My Dog Thinks I'm a Genius by Harriet Ziefert, paintings by Baru, however you say that name. I apologize for mispronouncing it. When I was 5, I said, I'm an artist. I need to paint and draw every day. It's a very good attitude to have. Paint and draw every day. Now, I'm 8 and I still paint. Louie, my dog, likes to watch me. Sometimes he even helps. He drew a bone for him. This morning, I'm busy working on a painting of a tall building. First, I paint a big gray shape. Louie watches. It's good, they had to lay the base, the first coat. Then, I draw windows and a door with a handle. I paint the bushes and leave the bottom of the picture for last. Then I ask, Louie, what do you think? Is the picture done? Louie barks, no. Ow, ow. I know what Louie wants. He wants to be included. So I add him in the picture. And I ask again, now am I done? Louie barks, yes, yes, yes. I tape the picture to the wall and we look at it together. I ask Louie, do you like my painting? Louie barks and runs all around the studio. He wags his tail and kisses me. I give my picture a title. My Dog Thinks I'm a Genius. Then it's time for school. Then it's time for me to go to school. Hello. Louie is sad and a little bit mad. He does not like to be left alone. While I'm gone, Louie takes a long nap. I leave him a bowl of water and toys to chew on. He is a good dog, and usually does not get into trouble. When I come home, I expect to see Louie waiting at the window, but today he's not there. What has Louie been up to? Oh my gosh. Look at what Louie has been up to. Getting into the paint. And even more paint. My gosh. I call, Louie, Louie, where are you? No answer from Louie. I call again, Louie, are you in my studio? I'm coming to find you. Louie barks. Louie, if you mess with my paint, you're going to the yard for a timeout. Louie runs to me and jumps up and down. He wants me to see what he has done. I follow Louie to the other side of the studio. I see an awesome painting. Louie, you have talent. You're an artist just like me. Oh, wow. So the boy could have got mad, but he didn't. He encouraged Louie. Wow. I give Louie's picture a title. My Dog is a Genius. Wow, that's pretty good. Oh, inspired by this painting, Nature Morte au Panier. 1888 to 1890. It took 2 years to paint it. Wow. By Paul Cezanne. Wow, very interesting. Alright, well, that's today's Read Aloud. That's today's video. Stay safe. I know this quarantine's getting tough because it's like over 30 days we've been in quarantine, but, you know, just gotta stay safe and quarantine yourself and we'll ride it out together. Alright, have a good one.